The following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th Canto, 1st Chapter, text number 21, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on May 21st, 1976, in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Sukadeva Goswami said that in this connection I shall cite the example, historical example of Ajami. So, historical reference, it is not fiction, because Karnakubja is still there. The city of Karnakubja is still existing there. And the Bhagavad was written 5,000 years ago. That means the city existed before 5,000. Karnakubji. Karnakubji Dija. Dija means twice born. First born by the father and mother, and the next birth is Dija, means by the father, spiritual master, and the mother, Vedic knowledge. This is called second birth. Sanskara bhavet Dija. Sanskar means purificatory process. So that is human life. Not that to beget a child, that beginning is going on by the cats and dogs. That is not. That is first birth. Janmana jayate Shudra. So that kind of birth is accepted as Shudra. Then he can be trained. Shudra, actually those who are by qualification Shudra. Shudra means lamentation, simply changing. They accept something and then they find it's useless and they learn it. The so-called scientists, philosophers, they're all Shudras. Because they say, we have discovered something, and after a few years, it is useless. Another theory. Sutra. So, Sutra cannot give you any education. That is not possible. Education has to be taken from Brahman. That is Vedic system. Brahmana is the teacher. Because they are trained now. Satta, Sama, Dhamma, Titikya, Arjava, Jnanam, Vijnanam, Asrikam, Brahma Karma, Samhavadam. Therefore in India still, not in the city, but in the village, the Brahmana is accepted as teacher, natural teacher. And there was, you sit down, Brahmana, they are teachers, natural teachers, and there is no fees. No fees. It's like we started this Krishna consciousness movement, teaching, but there is no fees. This is the teaching, real teaching. So, Brahmana should not charge anything. But they can take charity. So, the students, they will bring charities, naturally. This was Brahmana's profession, they would not charge anything, but his disciples, students, would beg from door to door and bring. That is Gurukul. Gurukul. Gurukul means every student should go to Gurukul and learn to become very simple and obedient and self-control and learn how to address every woman as mother. This is Guru from the very beginning. They would go every home, small children or big children, they will address, Mother, give us some alms. So every woman will give. And they will bring it to Guru. And that is Guru's property. Not because he has begged this thing from somebody, it has become his property. No. It is Guru's property. This is called Brahmachari, Gurukul. This was the trend. So when he is trained up nicely, humble, self-controlled, educated, then his second birth. Second birth. By Vedic knowledge, Janmana jayati suddha samskarat bhavid dvija. Samskar, reformatory. He has become humble, meek, well versed in Shastra. When these all qualifications are there, then Guru says, now I recognize you. Upanayan. Upanayan, upa means near. And nayan means bring. So gradually, the spiritual master brings him nearer. Then, when he is actually trained up, then it is called the sacred ceremony Upanayan, means he has now come nearer to understand Vedic knowledge. Then he studies Vedas, Vijay. When he is initiated, then he is studying of the Vedas. Vigo Patas Bhavid Vipra. So, after this Vijay, second birth, he studies Vedas. And when he is well versed in Vedas, he is called Vipra. Then, by studying Vedas, when he understands Krishna, Vedascha Sadvai Aham Eva Vedyam. The Bhagavad Gita is said, what is Vedic study? Vedascha Sadvai Aham Eva Vedyam. Vedic study means to understand Krishna. That is Vedic study. If he does not understand what is Krishna, then it is useless. Samaya he keval. Dharmasthadisthita pumsam vishakshena katha suja nutpadayit rating jadi sarvaya he kevalam. Sanusthita dharmasya. Everyone is executing his occupational duty. I give this meaning, dharma means occupational duty. It is not a sentiment, faith. Occupational duty, that is called dharma. Brahmachari dharma, Girastha dharma, Vanaprastha dharma, occupational duty. So by discharging one's occupational duties very nicely, not as a machine regulation, no. The result will be dharmasthana sthita pumsan vishakshena katha. He will gradually be interested to understand Krishna. Vedashta sadvai aham eva ved. That is Vedic study. Not that after studying Vedas, he became Nirvisheshvadi, impersonalist, or Sunyavadi. Then he used Samayeva hi kevalam. Vedas means knowledge. And Vedanta, Anta means last status, or the end of everything has got some end. This is final. End means final. So Veda means knowledge, and Anta means end. So what is that end? That Vedanta is Srimad Bhagavatam. Therefore you will find at the end of every chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, Brahma Sutra Bhasya. Brahma Sutra means Vedanta. So it is a natural comment by Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva is the writer of Vedanta, philosophy. And he has written a comment personally, so that in future rascals may not misrepresent Vedanta. There are so many bhashyas, but that is not commentary, real commentary. The author knows what he wants to speak. So Vedanta is the compilation by Vyasadeva. So he knows what he wants to speak, what others have got the right. Just like Bhagavad Gita. The purpose of Bhagavad Gita is known by Krishna. Why these rascals comment in different way? They may write their rascal philosophy, and why they touch Bhagavad Gita and give with different interpretation. There is no right. I have written a book, I have got my purpose. Why you should poke your nose and make it a different purpose? This is very mischievous rascal. So you want to stop this. We present Bhagavad Gita as it is, as Krishna says. We don't allow any rascal to comment upon Bhagavad Gita in a different way. That is our Krishna consciousness movement. This is very natural. If you have got a different type of philosophy, you can write why you should touch Bhagavad Gita and misrepresent it. So because they are Sudras, their business is to cheat. They do that. But a Brahmana will not do that. Jathanukirtanam. Jathanukirtanam. A Brahmana means as it is, they describe. That is Brahman. And if one has got some motive that Bhagavad Gita is popular book, let me utilize it and make my rascal philosophy popular. This is why. Big politician, big mental speculator, no. That is wrong. That is Sudra. But a Brahmana should present as it is. Jathanukirtanam. This word is used. So this Dvija, Brahmana. Brahmana means one who has acquired this qualification. Sattva, Sama, Dama, Titikha. The first qualification of Brahmana is to become truthful. You never speak lies. That is the first qualification. Sattva, Sama, then controlling the senses. Dama, controlling the mind. Sama means controlling the mind, and Dama is controlling the senses. Titikha. Titikha means tolerance. Titikha, java, simplicity, and full knowledge, jnana, Vijnanam, practical, simply theoretical knowledge, no practical application. He is not Brahman. Therefore Krishna said, Guna Dharma. Only Guna will not do. Guna and Karma. Karma means some act. Suppose you are initiated as a Brahman. That is not finished. Now I am initiated, I have got sacred third, I can do all nonsense. No. You must act as a Brahmin. Then you are Brahman. You always remember that. They are criticizing in India that I am giving a Brahmana's position to these lectures and javanas. You should be very careful so that we may not be subjected to criticism. If there are so many fallen Brahmanas in India, and I am making Brahman in Western countries, if they are still fallen, then what is this attempt? My attempt is futile. So kindly be responsible, those who are second initiated. If you fall down, then the whole movement becomes false. That is happening. So kindly rectify if that is happening. Guna, you must acquire the qualities and must act accordingly. That is practical. Suppose one man is educated as medical man, but after taking his degrees, he is playing football. So, will anybody call him a medical man? He might have the qualification, medical qualification, but because he is not practicing as medical man, he is useless. That is the Shastra injunction. Daryarnatra vidisheta tattenaiva vinidhyase. If one has acquired some quality, but he practices differently, then he should be called by the name of that practice. A medical man, after passing medical examination, I will give a crude example. If he becomes a footballer, then he will be called a football player, not a medical man. These are the Shastric injunctions. But there is no culture, there is no attention, therefore the whole world is in chaotic condition. But if we accept the Vedic civilization, which is in nutshell, everything is there in the Bhagavad Gita, then the whole world will be Vaikuntha. You haven't got to go in Vaikuntha. Here you will have Vaikuntha. And next life will be Vaikuntha. Janma karma chadi bhamme jujnalati tattva. Krishna is giving the civilization, Vedic civilization. And if we thoroughly understand it, then we are fit for going back to home. Taptade hang punarjanmanaiti mamiti. So, this Vedic civilization is so nice, and it is given in nutshell, in simple words, by the Supreme Lord Himself. If you take it, then immediately the face of the world will change. Immediately. They have got this United Nations organization. If they take up Bhagavad Gita and introduce the teachings all over the world, then it is successful, United Nations. Otherwise, what is unity? All false. So, these are the duties of the Brahmana, to give proper education. He himself should be properly educated. That is called Brahminical culture. And we offer our respect to Krishna because he gives the Brahminical culture. Namo Brahmana Devaya. because he is giving the Brahminical culture. Without Brahminical culture, useless. That is not civilization. Therefore, Krishna is offered obeisance. Namo Brahmana Devaya, Go Brahmana Hitaya. He is first concerned for the cows and the Brahmana. Go Brahmana Hitaya. Then Jagad Gita. Then is concerned for the whole other things. The first concern means cows and Brahman. Many times he has repeated, Go Raksha. Why he did not say Pig Raksha? No. He said Go Raksha. Because without cow's milk, there is no civilization. We will not have nice brain to understand things. Simply speculate. We are discussing, the philosophers have so many speculators, simply talking nonsense. Simply. One disagrees to another, he says, I think, what you are, you can think. First of all, you become Brahmana. Then you can think properly. Where is your education as Brahmana? Where is that brain? Eating all nasty things and you become a Brahmana. Therefore Krishna is Go Brahmana Hitaya. The Vedic civilizations, the Brahmanas, they used to live in the forest. And the king would offer them some cows. So they will draw some milk, and in the forest there are fruits, so they will eat fruits and milk. And if the disciples go to the village, bake some food grains, then sometimes they cook some food grains. Otherwise, the Brahmanas used to live in the forest, drink milk and take food. That is sufficient. There was no need of jumping here and there, anywhere, to keep cows. And what cows? To maintain, no expenditure. The fruits, the skin thrown away, and the cow will eat. And in exchange, it will give you nice food stuff, milk. Or it will let in the grazing ground some grass. So there is no expenditure of keeping cows, but you get the best food in the world. The proof is that the child born simply can live on milk. That is the proof. So anyone can live only on milk. If you have but the opportunity to drink 1 pound milk, maximum, not very much, half pound is sufficient. Suppose 1 pound, then you don't require any other food stuff. Only this cow's milk will help you. It is so nice. And it gives very nice brain, not pig's brain. So it is so important thing. Otherwise Krishna says, Go Raksha. He did not say that pig Raksha, no, dog Raksha, no. Now they are interested in dog Raksha instead of cows. This is the English. They will spend millions of dollars for dog, not for cow. So this kind of civilization will not bring any peace and prosperity. We have to take Krishna civilization. If we want actually, that is human civilization. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Bhoktaram jatkudavasam sarvaloka maheswaram srilam sarvabhutanam gyata mam shanti vicchati. If you actually want shanti, peace, then you try to understand only three things. What is that? Sarvaloka Maheshwara. Krishna is the proprietor of everything. It's like we ask every day, who is the proprietor of the sea? And they do not know. Theories. But Krishna said, I am the proprietor. Sarvaloka Maheshwara. Not only of this sea, this Pacific Ocean is not only one insignificant. There are millions of Pacific Oceans flying in the sky. So who is the proprietor? Sarvaloka Maheshwara. Krishna says, you are not proprietor. There must be some proprietor. So who is that proprietor? Krishna says, I am the proprietor. You have to know it. Whether Krishna is not proprietor. He says, I am proprietor. But it was doubtful. Prove that he is not proprietor. But that you cannot do. Or bring another person who can claim like that. That I am the proprietor. Therefore you have to accept Krishna is the proprietor. And it is accepted by all great personalities. Vyasdev, Narad, Asita, Devala, all the acharyas, Nimmata, then Madhyacharya, Ramanujarya, and our worshipable deity, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Everyone is accepted. So, unless we are grand fool, we can deny this. It is not possible. Evam parampara prapta, we have to take knowledge by this disciplic succession. So, latest admission by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna Stu Bhagavan. Jai Dakho Tare Kaho Krishna Upadesh. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's this Krishna consciousness movement, propaganda. What is this propaganda? He says that every one of you will become Guru. He wants not rascal imitation Guru, a real Guru. That he wants, because people are in darkness. We require many millions of Gurus to enlighten them. Therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission is, he said, that every one of you become Guru. Amar ajnaye Guru heiya taro ei desh. You haven't got to go foreign countries. Wherever you are, you teach, become Guru. It doesn't matter. 8 days. He says 8 days. If you have got power, you can go other country, but it doesn't require. In whichever village, whichever country or town, you become a Guru. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. Amar ajnaye Guru heiya taro ei desh, this country, this place. So, but I have no qualification. How can I become Guru? There is no need of qualification. Still I can become Guru? Yes. How? Jai Dakho Tare Kaho Krishna. Whomever you meet, you simply instruct what Krishna has said. That's all. You become Guru. Everyone is very anxious to become Guru. But rascal does not know how to become Guru. A simple thing. So many Gurus come from India in this country, all rascal. But they will not speak what Krishna has instructed. Maybe for the first time this has begun in Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, all rascal, they instructed something else. Some meditation, this, that, all cheating. Real Guru is he who instructs what Krishna has said. It is not that you manufacture your teaching. No. That is Chaitanya. There is no need of manufacturing. The instruction is already there. You have simply to say, this is this. That's it. Is it very difficult task? Father said, this is my question. A child can say, the father said, this is my truth. He becomes good. What is difficult? The authority father has said, this is my truth. The child only can say, this is my truth. So, similarly, Krishna says that I am the Supreme. If I say Krishna is the Supreme, what is my difficulty? Unless I cheat others to become the Krishna or the Supreme, that is cheating. But if I say the simple truth, the Krishna is the Supreme Personality. He is the proprietor of everything. He is the reverse it. Then what is my difficulty? Simply speak what Krishna has said. Then you become Brahman, you become Guru and everything. Thank you very much.